about our environment. And even though it was unbelievably cold that day, I'm very pleased to see so many people come out and learn about the groups in and around Fort McMurray who are working to preserve and protect our environment. So again, my thanks to the Emerald Foundation for creating Emerald Day. I hope to see it in many communities across Alberta in many more years to come. Congratulations to the Emerald Foundation first. And now to the business at hand. The finalists for the Emerald Award in the category of Not-for-Profit Association are Calgary Folk Music Festival for its Eco Initiatives program, Eco Living Events, Edmonton and Area Land Trust for Preserving Our Lands and Legacy project, Alberta Conservation Association, and Suncor Energy for the Boreal Habitat Conservation Initiative that celebrates a 10-year partnership in the project. And it's a tie. The Emerald Award goes to two of the finalists in this category. The first award goes to, let's see. Oh, it's stuck. The first award goes to the Calgary Folk Music Festival for its Eco Initiatives program.
Our philosophy with our eco initiatives has always been to take baby steps. The first collecting of compost started in 16-gallon pails. We collected about 12 of those the first year. So that was in the early 2000s we started that. Now 13 years later, last year we diverted 10,000 kilograms of organic waste away from the landfill. We have what's called our plate recycling program, and so that means that your food comes on a reusable plate. You pay your $2 service fee, return your plate at the end, and get your toonie back. One of the things that we're very proud about is eliminating disposable water bottles. Instead, 2 years ago, we brought on water stations, hydration stations. So we have a number of those for free around the site where patrons can come with their reusable water bottle and refill. We also have representatives wandering around the site with H2O packs on their back. So if they see an empty water bottle on a hot day, they approach a patron and ask to fill it. To collect the waste on the site, we have a series of recycling stations. And so that's a place where a patron can go, that they'll get the advice they need for how to do this properly, so that your bottles go in one location, that your compost goes in another. So we're doing that face-to-face education piece with our patrons, and hopefully our patrons are leaving the site having learned something and maybe incorporating it into their lives at home.
Now we're joined by Leroy and Chris. Leroy, tell me, what does it mean to get this distinction from peers?
Oh, this is a wonderful event and a wonderful award. There's a lot of really humbling organizations here doing wonderful work, and we're really proud to be recognized among our peers here for doing work that it takes 1,300 volunteers working with the Calgary Folk Festival, 80 of them just working on the environment program, and committed staff who champion this, and a board of directors that are very supportive.
Chris, what's racing through your mind? Are you pretty surprised by this all?
I am surprised, and I just want to thank our volunteers again, our sponsor, First Calgary Financial, for supporting the Eco Initiatives program, to Cenovus Energy for their continued support, and to TD Canada Trust for helping us eliminate bottled water from our festival.
The second Emerald Award in this category goes to the Edmonton and Area Land Trust for their project Preserving Our Lands and Legacy.
Well, the Edmonton and Area Land Trust is the nature conservancy for the Edmonton region. We're a charity that works to conserve natural areas in and around Edmonton. We do everything with the generosity of donors and supporters. So for all of these properties to date, they've been donated to us, and we're able to tap into a federal program where these donors, because the gift has ecological value, get 100% of that value as a tax receipt. There are a number of people who think that natural areas look after themselves, but we have a provincial act to prohibit certain types of noxious weeds. We have to replace fencing or take away old fencing. But really important for every new property that we take over is that we record what's there as a kind of an inventory, and then we develop a conservation management plan. That plan is our roadmap for the future for the property. I always say to people who have a couple of doubts, do you remember your childhood? Where did you like to play? Was it the pocket parks and the plastic playgrounds, or was it a little bit of natural area?
Things just keep on rolling. Now we are joined by Glenn, Marge, and Pam. Pam, tell me, how are you feeling right now? Pretty happy?
We're feeling so excited. This is a terrific award, and it just represents 5 years of really hard work by all our volunteers and all our donors and supporters. And it validates everything for us. We couldn't be happier.
This distinction, Pam, or Marge, tell me, what does it mean for the future of this project?
This is really great for future for our project, because it lets people know that we're really involved with the environment and the Emerald Award, which is part of the environment. So it just sets us right up for what we've already been working on. So
awesome. Glenn,
great.
you know I'm coming to you. Were you surprised, or did you have a little bit of an inclination that you guys had a good shot tonight?
Well, I think you're always surprised when you win. I mean, you'd like to think that you might win, but no, it's always still a thrill, and it sort of reaffirms that as the Land Trust, we're on the right track for what we do.
Awesome. Well, you guys do a fantastic job. Congratulations again tonight, and go enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Now we'll give our trophy presenters a chance to rest for a moment as we present our next performers.
Yes, Charlotte and Sarah Command, also known as the Command Sisters, have been commissioned to write a song for the Emerald Foundation through the Enbridge Greenlight Showcase.
The Command Sisters are involved in the School of Song, an educational outreach program dedicated to the development of musicians and songwriters, and committed to empowering Alberta's youth to explore sustainable careers in the arts.
Edmonton Journal's music editor, Sandra Spirones, has said the Command Sisters are turning ears in Nashville and could be the next big thing to come out of the Edmonton area.
And now, with the debut performance of their original song for the Emerald Foundation entitled We Are the Earth, the Command Sisters.
You take the bird out of the sky. Take all those who watch them fly. You take the tree from where it sprung. You take the air out of our lungs, out of our lungs. We don't know of every threat, and plan to make things different. To ensure the land we march and see what's inside all our hearts, because the earth is in our soul, and it is time everybody knows that we are the ocean, we are the tide, we are the deserts, we are the sky, we are the polar ends of the world. We are the mountains, we are the trees, we ride the rainfall, we plant the seeds, we're taking steps towards what comes first, because we are the earth. And when we look in retrospect, the footprints of a kind are etched into nature's entity, connecting us eternally, because the earth is our home, and it is time everybody knows. We are the ocean, we are the tide, we are the deserts, we are the sky, we are the polar ends of the world. We are the mountains, we are the trees, we ride the rainfall, we plant the seeds, we're taking steps towards what comes first, because we are the earth, and this is our chance, and the time is now to protect this world and stand our ground. Our hearts they beat,
Thank you. Thank you.
So these outfits are sponsored by Grandpa Bulla and Grandma O'Connor. Thank you.
The award for Education, School, or Classroom is presented by Enbridge and recognizes classrooms, schools, or school boards within formal education system, as well as formal educational curricula and programs.
The category acknowledges those nominees that have gone beyond the normal practices and shown leadership and creativity, educating students about environmental matters. And the award is accompanied by a $5,000 cash prize. Pretty cool.
This award will be presented by Brad Asmussen, Senior Manager, Environmental Projects, Enbridge Pipelines.
Thank you. The finalists in the category of education, school or classroom are Emma Gilbertson, Deb Grenier, Antonella Bell for the Green School and Kids in the Garden projects. Brookwood School for Walking the Green Walk program, and TD Learning Naturally program. And the Emerald Award and a $5,000 cash prize supported by Enbridge goes to Emma Gilbertson, Deb Grenier, Antonella Bell for Green School and Kids in the Garden.
The program actually started in 1981. So it started off with, I think, there was a few hundred kids the first year, and this year we're aiming for about 10 to 12,000 to come out to see us. We get school groups, girl guides, birthday parties, children come out for summer camp. So any way we can get kids to come out to see us, we will take it. Most of our programs we offer here have to do with tying into the Alberta Science curriculum. So we have things from a pond study where kids get to go to a wetland and learn about the ecosystem, catching frogs and shrimp and leeches, to a tree ecology program. Anything that is outside and part of nature we'll get a chance to study at some point in our programs. We get all different kinds of responses, actually. We get little kids who are just so excited to be out here, to high schoolers who couldn't be more grossed out by what they're seeing. Those are my favorite personally. They just haven't had the chance in their life, I think, to be outside, and it can be scary if you don't know what you're looking for. They can learn all they need to about the curriculum, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily learning how to be comfortable and to love being outside. So the week-long program gives them the chance to do that, and it's growing every year accordingly when kids come out and the teachers come out, and there's such a great response to it.
I can actually say something. When you stand and look at the amount of work that has been done, it actually makes my heart feel good, because I think the earth is in pretty good hands. I kind of get excited to see the youth that are involved, and both Emma and I, we work with the kids quite face to face, and it's wonderful. It's an amazing thing when you have the kids have an opportunity to pick up the leech or pick up the frog. I mean, I actually had to go pull stuff out of my hair to get back here today, and it was really wonderful. I guess the bottom line is to encourage everybody to take their children out. Nature deficit disorder is something that every child can overcome. And of course, this is a term that is coined by Richard Louv, but he also takes it to the adults. The adults are also nature deprived, and so we're always encouraged, myself as I take the kids out for a week, Emma as she does coordinates the program for the days, we see the teachers impacted and the children. So yes, lots of children impacted, and we just want to thank you for that privilege of being recognized for that. Thank you.
And now we turn to the category of public education and outreach, which recognizes individuals, organizations, and on-the-ground local initiatives within the non-formal education system that demonstrate leadership and creativity in educating the broader public about environmental matters.
And to present, would you please welcome Guy West, President of the Alberta Beverage Container Recycling Corporation.
Thank you. Good evening. The finalists for the award for public education and outreach are Belgravia Green Team for the Net Zero Energy Project, Inside Education for their teacher professional development programs, David Dodge and Duncan Kinney for their Green Energy Futures Project, and the Emerald Award for public education and outreach goes to Inside Education for their professional development teacher development program.
In the early 1990s, we started doing these programs, really experiential learning for school teachers, where they get to spend anywhere from a day to a week immersed in environmental topics that are important to them and that are important to the school curriculum. We started off doing sort of ecological education, and now we've grown and diversified our programs into talking about important issues. Talking about careers, I think that's a really important area that the programs have enabled young people to understand that there are a myriad of career opportunities available to them in the environment. What we're hoping for is a generation of critical thinkers, not critics, of young people that are engaged in the process, not against the process. We get a lot of information from teachers that comes from their students. My students want to find out about this, so basically they're sending me to go and find out. One of the things that they're always very appreciative of, the teachers, is to be able to meet with experts, to be able to meet with the people that are working in these fields, and for teachers to have confidence that what they're going to share with their young people is factual, is balanced, and is important to their lives.
Oh, well, wow. To steal some words from a grade 5 student that I was out in the field with yesterday, this is so freaking cool. Inside Education is just thrilled to be recognized with an Emerald Award, which to us represents a commitment to the environment, education, and a sustainable future through the eyes of many generations of stewards. And although we're standing up here today, this honor is shared with the thousands of dedicated teachers that give up their precious time to to join us on week-long adventures that explore environmental and natural resource topics, ideas, innovations, issues, and then go on to share that with the thousands of students that they work with every day. So on behalf of the staff, board, partners, and teachers, students, and the curiosity that exists within all of us to explore the natural world, thank you.
The final award in this set is the Youth category and is presented by ConocoPhillips, the Emerald Foundation's first corporate Emerald leader. This award recognizes young people under 25 years old for initiatives that contribute to the future of environmental well-being of the province of Alberta.
The finalists have taken innovative action and demonstrated commitment to address or substantially mitigate a local, regional, or provincial environmental issue.
And we're pleased to announce that the recipient or recipients in this category will also receive a $5,000 cash award.
The Youth Award will be presented this evening by Russ Latoon, Senior Vice President in charge of Western Canada Business Unit and Supply Chain Management, ConocoPhillips Canada.
Thank you very much, and it is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to be here tonight, and specifically to be representing and presenting to this category of youth. And as I watch the films and think back of where I was when at the age of these young people, I can't but stand in awe of the engagement, the collaboration, and the leadership that you've all demonstrated. So in my mind, you're all winners and leaders in the environment. So without further ado, we'll get to the results. The finalists in the Ute category are Cochrane High School Sustainable Development Committee for their Phase 7 Evans R9000 wind turbine project. Kelsey Miller Anderson for her MICO remediation of the